on the team. A lot of people try out and never will have the strength and the courage to try out, you know. So
But when I came back here, through that training that man put me in, everybody saw the difference. When I came back home, I was dunking on people. Caught off the that backboard, everything had changed for me just going through this man's program. So I was like, dang, if I'd have been there 4 years, I might have went to college. But it taught me to be able to teach the youth these tips and these things that he was able to show me that elevate your game. And it's just a lot of great things for life also. Just to help you elevate and focus. Like that's why I had to work on teaching my daughter now from what I learned. You know, because she's doing good, but the teachers are that Paul and stuff because she's bored sometimes. I understand. So I just have to motivate her and be a father. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do that.
yeah.
You know? My daddy did it for me. Kept
That's
me in
lit.
line.
That's lit. So is it the only child?
Yeah. The one that I know. I mean, I got a son, but the girl got pregnant and she ran to St. Louis. I ain't trying to research her. It's too hard to even get in contact with her. She gone.
Yeah.
So I just take what I have and just be grateful. Maybe he'll pop up one day.
Yeah.
But she was slick. I saw her at the hospital. This is when I could walk. She took off.
Yeah. So what age were you when you got sick?
I was like 28 or 27.
And you said it was a car accident?
Yeah, I got run over leaving school. Winston-Salem State. It's on the news.
Oh damn! It was on. I heard say it was on the news. It was at.
Yeah, I got
State, it was at.
We just got two newscasters: NBC Nightly News, and Spectrum, and News Channel 12. If you look up on, if you just Google show off phrase, or I can show you, but it's on Instagram. It's not like they did like a whole. They came to my house and everything, bro. Like, yeah, NBC came to my house, and Spectrum came to a show, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I was like, dang. Let me see. I got one that came to the crib though. This is one that was on the news.
He faces to help others going through difficult times. Louis?
Yes, Maj Moore is a gospel rapper, and as you'll hear in this story, he's bringing adversity into positivity with one song at a time.
Let the camera see a little bit.
The message Moore says
He's using the obstacles he faces to help others going through difficult times. Louis?
yes, Maj Moore is a gospel rapper, and as you'll hear in this story, he's bringing adversity into positivity with one song at a time.
Yeah. So
The message Moore says he keeps close to his heart, and that's why he's doing his best to raise money for medical rehab, one song at a time. In 2016,
what were you studying at the time?
Really, I was just getting there. I wanted to do audio engineering or radio broadcasting, probably film. I was just getting in there because I wanted to do something, but I didn't really know yet. But I wanted to get in school and figure out.
What do you want to get to?
Yup, I really
It's funny
didn't know.
because I think it was just like, yeah, that's what some some unfortunate situation.
I said, but I'll turn it around
The
and best.
moment.
But like I say, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just was in there. I knew I wanted to do something like, but now if I knew what I do now, I want to go do forensics, like a detective, because that's what I'm saying. I'm basically turning into a detective, man. Some things, cause okay, I know this is off subject, but okay, my uncle and my grandma, my grandma and my uncle died 8 days apart. Now my aunt inherited my mother, which is the oldest child. So, but my aunt been in college, and somehow she disinherited her, and my aunt sold her house, moved in my grandma's house. That my grandma had built a ramp for me to get in the house. So she moved in that house, sold her houses, and yeah, just basically stole everything from their family. Because my uncle died. Now, people get here know what happened, but I'm trying to figure out why they died 8 days apart, and they ain't been investigated.
Yeah.
What you call it? Autopsy and all that. That's what
what was the cause of it?
Yeah, what I'm saying, ain't nobody ask questions like that. She just, cause she had my grandma in her house, she in control of that, and my uncle, he died at his house, and she was in control of that, and nobody asked a question. So I'm like, why nobody paying attention? She got like $400,000 plus, ain't give us nothing. And we been, man, my grandma knew this. It don't make sense. But yeah, that's why I was telling you, I would have been doing forensics.
He's known as so
So look, that's when they was all jumping around when we was in Atlanta.
He's known as
Yeah.
So were you doing shows before your accident?
Yep. Me and my brother, basically, my brother Praise, we both had went to Atlanta to just follow music to see what we can figure out there to see if we can get. And we had an awesome time, man. Like I said, we was selling
You are around what age at this point?
22. I was 20.
At that point, it was around what age?
I was 22 and he was 20.
Okay.
Because they was always asking, but how old are y'all? He'd be like, I'm 20. He'd be like, how old are you? I'd be like, I'm 22. They'd be like, so both of y'all 20? No. I'm 22 and he's 20. Yeah, that's what they say. Or they'll say, so both of y'all 20. It still would make they say, I'm 22. So they think I'm saying, I'm 20 also, and he's 20. So I say, how old are y'all? He said, I'm 20. How old are you? I'm 22. So it was just like, every check there.
Yeah, we not sharing your age too much. So you started getting the shows at around 22, or on what age just actually like started getting on the microphone? And was it gospel music from the beginning?
Yeah, it's always been gospel. I played the drums. I used to sing in church and I played the drums.
Oh, so you've been in church all your life?
Yeah, but you know what? The first rap I did was 5th grade. Now, me and my homeboy and my teacher, Miss Wilson, shout out Miss Wilson, but that was the best teacher. And I ended up staying in her dorm. Her daddy had a dorm in Winston-Salem State, Wilson Hall. It's crazy, but this teacher was an amazing teacher, and she told us that we had to write a rap for like 5th grade talent show. So me and my boy Sherrick, and I see him later on in life, but we wrote this rap. It was like microphone check, check 1, check 2, everybody make way 6th graders coming through. Drugs, that ain't Sherrick and some lies, dude. Math, reading, take your EOGT. Soon as 4th grader multiply like me, yeah, man. So we did that, did it on a little beat. Well, yeah, we had a little old school beat with it. And we on rock, that was my first show. So after that, I felt like years on later, it was kind of like, that was the first time I seen how music was, because believe it or not, after we did that show, we went to a camp, everybody was asking me to do the rap. Like people were like, come over here to the corner. And see, I didn't put 2 and 2 back together back then, I was just doing it for them. Yeah. But this is like, back then, people was really asking me, bro, we heard you did this school rap, and I would have to do it for them. So, kind of like got me in the game, and then finally, how did I do it? Oh, so my brother always says, with our first song, About to Praise the Lord, I came to his house, and I was just like, bro, we got it. I was like, after I told you that, but God gave me the mission when I was on the toilet, I came to his house, next day I had wrote the verse of this song called Everybody Get Ready, because we about to praise the Lord. So I wrote my verse, and then I kind of like tried to give him a little bit of verse to write, like just to start him off so he see where I was going with it, but then he wrote his verse out. So after that, that was kind of like the beginning. We started getting microphones and trying to work on learning how to get things together, but I know we didn't know enough because we had everything done. We just need to get it mixed and mastered. Yeah. We didn't take it off. It was getting views on Spotify and all that. We didn't take it all down thinking that it wasn't good enough, but we should have just...
Bro, I swear, that mess up so much musician, bro. That mess us up because we've been producing since like 2017, but we have 1,000 projects with 2 mix and master projects. And trash the 998 and publish the 2 projects.
You should have just kept them all out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that either, man.
No,
hold on, when you stop, what are you doing?
I need to get my toys.
What are you doing?
Give me my phone.
Well, watch out, be careful. Okay.
Yeah. The mom out there having fun when they're ready to turn up.
Did we bring any water? Blah, 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 blah,
We
blah.
can get some.
All right, you got them? All right,
Get back in there.
all right.
So we're gonna have to leave to get some water?
No, man, just
See,
That's good, that's good.
I really need some water. Okay.
Oh, my man. Hey, and then
What's
look.
up, boss man?
Look, this guy right here, he got it too, man. Look.
Yeah,
What's up? Oh, somebody's leaving. How you doing? What's up, man?
Man, you know I'm
Got
just doing my
something?
thing, man.
Sure.
We
Keep it
networking.
up, Sam.
I'm live right here and I got the interview going on right
Oh, you like?
now. Just a minute for you.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Alright, yo,
Right, man.
do with it. But yeah,
Yeah, so you see, you did that rap in 5th grade.
yup.
Kelly said, come here. You did that rap in 5th grade and it blew you up in school.
Yup.
Give you that attention you wanted.
Yup. It showed me like that it could be done. People really was asking questions like, do it for me.
Have it back. People was telling you to do it.
Yeah, there was asking me like to rap them for them. So I remember I was gonna have to rap them for people. But that was just the beginning of me really rapping. What are you doing, Samara?
I'm coming over.
Mo, get out. What are you doing?
You can't tell me to get out.
What are you still doing? But still, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be
When
on
I
the
came
camera.
out of the place, I would come with something she was doing the most.
I don't.
Okay. When I came out of the place, okay, I'm going to get this. Okay, some juice in here, so though. Come give him some juice after that.
That's how much you can't tell me. See, hold it.
They can go in his bathroom and then come pour that. They cup them over there, so. Pour some juice for them out of that box in the fridge. Yeah, so it's a 5th. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry because YouTube, y'all still it. Still in interview motion. You hear me? Kids just had to have the time, you know?
It's all good.
So, yeah. A 5th grade that give you that attention, that vibe, everybody starts seeing, you know, for who you need to become.
Yeah.
Which give you that vision to become, you know, start looking into putting music out and stuff like that.
Yup. That really
You know?
gave me the first.
So it was you and your brother started around it. You say it was your brother?
Yup.
Or your cousin? Your
My
brother?
brother.
It was, all of y'all started around the same time?
Yup. That's when we first started in like 06 or 05 when we first did our first gospel raps. Cause, you know, like I said, he was like, he didn't even, he was like kind of nervous about it, but when he heard the raps, he was like, all right, he saw the vision, he was like, I believe we could do it. So we even got with this promoter, right? I had saw this flyer. Matter of fact, I don't think we went to some restaurant guy had a flyer up. Lawrence Chandler, I'll never forget it. He said that Todd Tribbett, or was it James Fortune? He said it was gonna be like a show up there in West 7th State, and they was gonna have James Fortune. So he was like, it was like $100 to be in it or something. So
Yeah.
my brother had 50, I had 50. So we took it to him. We went up there to state. We brought our speakers. You know, to be on the song, we gave him $100. The show ain't never happened. He just really stole the money. But this is like, you live and you learn. This is like back when we first started. But later on down the road, I had talked to try to, you know what I'm saying? He was running from us and all that. But that was really like the first time we tried to be in shows. So after really that happened, we was like, forget it. We just gonna go to Atlanta. So we just, we had enough money for a round trip ticket. No, not a round. We had a one-way ticket. Yeah, we had not round trips. One-way
I know
ticket.
them trips.
Yeah, we had a one-way ticket. We should have had a round trip, but we had a one-way ticket to Atlanta. So when we get down there, and it was okay because we down there about 7-8 months. We had a great time, and basically we should have never. I wish we never would have left, but we had to leave because it was a lady. When we did like all these shows, one lady had saw us and she knew that we really didn't have nowhere to stay, but what we was doing, it was like, we'd go to this mega church in the morning. Like, they was having like Bible study.
Yeah.
We'd go in there and while they was having their classes, like he'd go to the bathroom and get ready to come back. They had breakfast and all that. So he'd go come back all fresh and I'd go come back all fresh. And they kind of figured out what we were doing. We were just sleeping out there in the morning, go to Bible study, eat, and come back and be fresh. But this lady saw what we was doing and she found out how old we was and she bought tickets and made us go home. So it was like we didn't have no way. We didn't have no way around it. Like, I didn't want to leave, but she was like crying and stuff. And she's like, y'all the same age as my son, and I can't have y'all out here tonight. So we left. I just broke down and did what she said. And she wouldn't stop, and we had to be respectful. And I understand she was just worried because it was dangerous out there, man.
I mean, yeah,
You know,
that's Atlanta down, y'all from North Carolina, right? So
we didn't really know nobody down there. It was dangerous a lot of times, but like you say, the vibe. A lot of people would meet us. Like this one dude, like one night. Cause I understand, man. We weren't perfect, man. We used to be drinking. We was in the streets.
I mean, y'all young, that do happen in the
We were
field.
doing everything, but we were just drinking. Like we might drink some beer or whatever. Like one night, we went to this homeless shelter, and this one homeless dude, they wouldn't let him come in there because they said he had drank a beer, and they kicked him out. But they was gonna let us go in there. So we was like, nah, man, this ain't right. Like, why he can't go in? So we was like, man, you know what? We just gonna rock with you. And we had made some money selling CDs. We didn't stay with him up under the bridge in a church or whatever. It was like a church right there. So, and it was like, we put out some cardboard down. We had book bags with stuff in it. We was straight, bro. Like, I remember, and the beautiful thing about it is the church that we went to, in the morning we woke up, the man, somebody took us to go get something to eat. Like, it was just always a blessing. But like that night, that dude, we had bought him some beer. We didn't drink with him and chilling. You know, we was with the people in the streets, because I'm like, I mean, sure, that's where the love at. That's where the real people that love God was at.
Yeah.
Because if you really, you wouldn't turn him away like that. Just because he had a beer, but he ain't had nothing on him. I was just like, dang, you can't go in there and sleep. We can. So we felt some type of way about that, but like.
Yeah, so you say you grew up in Winston, you both born and raised in Winston, right?
Yup, born and raised. What's it say?
Yeah.
It was awesome, man. We learned so much.
Mother and father
Oh no, see,
from Winston.
he, my mother and my father me's my spiritual brother. We've been together for like, I say me and his brother was basically best friends, and his brother was trying to me and his brother was best friends, but it got to a point where his big brother one time in front of his grandma, like he used to always try to like beat on him or whatever, but it was all like, I know that's your little brother, but it was to the point, because when I first met my brother, I called my brother Troy. Me and his brother was working on a go-kart. We had worked on it all day. And we like, oh man, we get it started. And we just watching it, looking at it while it's running. And Troy come out and jump on the go-kart, riding around, crash it. I'm like, man, what is this? Oh, I wanted to get him the first time. But you know what I'm saying? I fell in love, like, started being cool with him because he was cool. He was just trying to learn stuff. But his brother would try to like beat him and stuff and try to like, you know what I'm saying, be tough. And he got me mad one time, and I was like, nah, I didn't step in, and we didn't get into it. After that, man, me and Troy were just like, I was like, that's my brother now. You want to beat him up, you know, and he with me. So that's how we been rocking.
Yeah. So the day I accident, though, you remember what that whole that you mind talking about that? Like, you remember what that whole day was like, waking up that morning?
I'll tell you, the accident, all I remember was, well, I don't really remember. It wiped a lot of my memory away, but I do remember, what can I remember? I remember when I didn't know I was in a coma. And when I first woke up, my mom told me I had a very vivid, like, vision about how God was like, it ain't time for you to go yet. You gotta go back and finish what you got going on. Cause I was like, you know, I broke my neck. I'm trying to figure out. I thought it was over that right when I wish I had got talked to when I first came out of it, because I remember it was so clear, but I don't really remember like what was going on no more. But when I first came out of my coma, I remember shit clear.
Yeah, so
that
morning, what it was like waking up, you know, leaving out, you know, for school. Was it like a regular day to you, you know?
Yeah, but the last thing I do remember was, I believe, walking down the hallway in the school.
Yeah.
After that, everything was cloudy. I do remember when I woke up, though, when I first woke up, they were trying to tell me, because I was asking, what am I on? They had a tube in my mouth, and I couldn't talk.
So I'm talking like before you even like, before the whole thing happened in your car, like, you just, like, the day before.
The day before, it was just a regular day. I was leaving school. That's the last thing I remember, just leaving school. I remember bits and pieces, like walking down the hallway. But see, that's where the news had came in, because my whole thing was to go get the footage. That's why I said I'm like a detective. Cause I went to go try to get the footage, and they wouldn't allow me to get no footage. They wouldn't allow me to get no cameras. They even called the police on me. That's how the news got involved. Cause they kept,
Oh, really?
yeah, they called the police on me, and
Hold on.
for
They
trespassing.
called the police and you were trying to get the accident footage?
Yeah, for trespassing
How many
because
weeks after the accident was that?
this was like this is about probably let me think, about 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
3 years after?
Yeah, but it wasn't in the statute of limitations. It was still where I could look into the case. Well, but where the complications come from is when I went to the college campus, they called the police on me. And when the real police get there, they would, or I would call the real, like the city police, and they'd tell me to call the college police. So both of them would cancel each other out. And
Yeah.
basically, I got banned. And I'm still banned. Yeah, I'm banned from up there, but they don't say that when I go up. I still go up there.
Bro, what the hell?
Bro, it's all about money, bro. Wherever I got hit, if I was able to prove where I got hit, either the city or Winston-Salem was gonna have to pay me. Because I was a student.
Damn.
It's all about money. They pressed that junk.
Damn.
They got me up out of there. So I just left with my life. It was basically too hard for me to fight. I tried, and I didn't do
So hold on, you tell me that the accident happened, and it's basically on the campus.
It's on the campus. It's got cameras. Now I ain't gonna say now the camera definitely done been rewritten over. Ain't no more footage. I know it done been destroyed. But at that time, I was right there, and I knew exactly where. It was like you can get a brochure, and I could tell you the cameras that had to have the footage. I wanted to try to follow my whole steps and see how who hit me and what happened, but they wouldn't allow me to figure that part out.
Yeah.
Because when I get to the bottom of that, then I got proof who, where, what, when, and how. And then they gotta pay me. And that's basically what it was all about. So,
And you never get did you get a lawyer?
nah, well, I didn't have any assistance. I did the best I could within that time limit. But I talked to a couple of people, and they was like, basically, I've talked to law enforcement, and they would have investigated if I would have died. So it's just like, I can't.
Damn.
It's like when you die, then they fully investigate it. But since I didn't die,
Bro, that's crazy.
This is how these laws is, bro.
Yeah, you just teach me a lot right there.
If you die, oh, they gonna investigate now. They gonna find out who killed, or it's a murder, it's a homicide.
They never ever find who did you?
No. Like I say, my whole best bet was to get the camera, find the footage.
Nobody want to turn over the camera footage.
Like I said, I go up there talking like that, they gonna ban me, or I've done it before. I really, like, it was my mission, because I was like, bro, I'm gonna go up here. I just want to see how it happened. Because I've solved crime before. Somebody stole my credit card. I was able to go to the store, find out who did it, look it up, find exactly who did it. It was this girl. And look how God do. She didn't stole my credit card, but she had some $300 camera, like a fucking badass camera. She's so thirsty, thinking I got money on my card. I ain't got number $20 on my card. She just stole the card and left the camera. So I just texted. I told her, I was like, thank you. I just bought the camera. I said, you can keep the card. But she was like, what are you talking about? This is the crazy thing. I had pictures of her at the store. The dude sent me, I went to the store, actually to where she used the ATM, and I told him I need to see the footage. He was like, well, I'm not doing it. I was like, you know what? You can show it to me, or I'm gonna call the police, and they gonna come up here, because it's been a crime. I got he's like, never mind, just come on. And he went through it, showed me the cameras. I just got the pictures, sent her the pictures. She already knew what was up. She was just like, I didn't do it. Then I sent her the pictures, she just stopped texting. I'm like, yep. I got a new camera.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy though. That happened in the city.
That's how God do
The
though.
city couldn't take responsibility in our school. You
Nah.
teach me a lot about that statute of limitation just now.
3 years or whatever, but 3 to 5 years, but like what had happened was where I've been hit is in between the city of Winston-Salem and the Winston-Salem State. So back then, if you know on Reynolds Park Road,
Yeah,
and
I know
another thing
it.
I'll teach you, that Martin Luther King, where you know the street that goes to Winston-Salem State, Winston-Salem State is the only school in the nation that has a real road going through the middle of the campus. like, that's not supposed to be
Yeah,
like.
it got me messed up too, and I'm like, and then the kids have to be crossing, like.
They don't, that's what I'm saying. That's the only school in the nation that has a real straight
They
road.
always trip me up though, cause they can't, bro, they just be flying on that street, coming down. So by the time they get there, knowing that somebody be going across the street, and I remember when I just came here, like early 2016, it wasn't so obvious.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, boy, you remember this? The road was blocked. Remember the bridge?
Yeah.
That's what, okay, now
Yeah, the
remember?
road,
Or you
yeah.
try to come over this Park Road, it was
Yeah.
blocked. So that's why I had to go that way. You know, it was that you couldn't come up, cause see, I stayed up, whatchamacallit, up Reynolds Park Road. So when they cut that road off, all that traffic was going right there. So, yeah, it wasn't nothing, you know, wasn't nothing I could do about it. So.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog. I'm sorry for your loss right there, but
When
listen,
they had
it's
closed
so-
the road off, back then, like, I don't know if you remember, they was building the bridge or whatever
yeah.
for, to go up Reynolds Park Road. So that's about the time when I got hit.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then it was Friday, so I'm thinking like, man, you know, somebody could have been drunk. A lot of people think somebody.
It was in the evening time?
Yeah, it was the afternoon after I got out, but a lot of people think like my child mother might have done it, but I'm like, that's just speculation because I don't believe she'd do that, but it was Friday, shit happened.
I'm God, bro.
I still got my daughter, so it ain't
That's
stopped.
crazy, and honestly, y'all in great spirit, Brian. You're fresh as hell, boy.
My
Them
mama,
ones
bro.
on your feet clean and pretty too,
Hold on,
boy.
look.
Watching the whole sweatsuit
mama,
too, dog. Like, you look good,
Hold on,
bro.
look, man, my mama,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, bro.
mama.
That's lit, bro.
I'm
That's
so blessed.
lit. And your spirit, though, your spirit is amazing, right? Energy is dope. I've been hearing a couple of people with everything working. Oh, they want it to work,
Yeah,
and they
be
don't have
grateful.
this good energy and this good spirit and this. Let me speak from my heart, bro, and that's what you
Gotta
do,
be
and I
grateful.
love that, bro. You got purity with you, bro.
You gotta be
And
grateful.
honestly, I respect that. I like
It
that.
could be worse. I met people that's worse off than me that's feeling good. So I'm like, man, I really got it. And I met somebody one time, like, I mean, cause this one dude, he was multiple sclerosis. And I'm feeling all good about myself. I was just coming up the street and he was in his wheelchair. And I'm like, man, what's up, man? What's good? What you doing today? It was like
Yeah.
Friday. He was just like, man, I'm going to Burger King. I'm trying to put in the application, man. And I was like, but listen, this way, that's how I was like, Burger King? I said, bro, that's how I was like, yeah, that's what's up, bro. And he was like, but I started feeling his spirit. He was just like,